Akiko Sudano, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. And today I'm going to show you how to make this card. And we're going to change it up just a little bit. But this card, I really love the combination of the mint macaron with the leaf with the paper and with the plaid. And this design was originally created by one of my fellow demonstrators in the inking group. Her name is Leslie Larkin, and I asked her if I could copy her card, and so I did copy it. And I just love the combination of colors with that. The first one of the things we're going to do to change this up is I'm not sure if you can see the I used on the mint macaroon here on the original. I used the, what happened there? I'm still broadcasting. There we go. I used the subtle embossing folder. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use the Pinewood Planks embossing folder instead of the subtle. And I'm going to run my mint macaroon paper through this embossing folder. And I'm going to go and do that right now on my die cutting machine. And I'll be right back. So this is a fall card, but today is very, very warm in Pennsylvania. It's summertime temperatures, which is not very pleasant. There we go. Okay, hopefully you can still see this. And there is the embossing folder, and there's the results. I think that's pretty. I'll pull that out of the embossing folder. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to put this aside, and we're going to mount it on a pretty peacock card base. And I'm just going to use my liquid glue to do that. So Chi, I tried to send you a card kit with this thing, and then I found out that I left out a piece of paper, and I thought to myself, oh no, how could I do that? And I just discovered that this morning, because I had everything ready for my demonstration today, and I had a piece of paper missing, and I'll show you which one that is as we get to it. So put that on there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the liquid glue to attach the pretty leaf designer series paper. I'm going to do that with liquid glue too. I need to move this up a little bit. That's the goofy thing. I think my telephone has a much better quality camera than my webcam, I think. So I wanted to try this, but it's a little bit awkward, the logistics of it. And then I couldn't figure out how to do a private. They have this feature called a private video where you don't share it with everybody. So I could try to work out some of these logistics, and I couldn't figure out how to do that yet. So I have to look into that a little bit more. So there, that's pretty, and that's done. And then we finally get to put this this striped paper on, and we're going to do that with liquid glue as well. I have to keep standing up here to make sure that I'm in the camera. It's so weird, but we'll get there. Put a little bit of glue on that. And then pick it up and carefully oops, don't know if you hear the background noise, but my room is right over the garage, and it sounds like somebody just came home and opened the garage door. Okay, so that's basically those two pieces, and then that's most of the card front. So I'm going to put this aside because the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you what's called heat embossing, or also using embossing powder. And the first thing that we're going to do is this is called an embossing buddy, and just rub that on your paper surface and get some the Versamark ink. That's it's very sticky ink, and it allows the ink to it makes it, it's a much slower drying ink. The dye inks are rather quick drying inks, but the Versamark is a much slower drying ink. And then we're going to stamp it kind of in the middle, kind of towards the top, and go down and then go up. There. Then we'll cover this up. So it sounds like my husband got that. Oh, it's a little bit off to the side. We'll see. Well, that'll be okay. Sounds like he got the lawnmower out to cut the grass. So it really feels like summer, not fall very much yet. Okay, and I have a piece of white paper, and I'm going to use that to catch my embossing powder. So I'll put the embossing powder, sprinkle, this is white embossing powder, and it just put the Versamark on, and you sprinkle it on, and then I'm going to put this aside, and then shake it around a little bit, and then flick it a little bit to tap it off. And you can see how the white embossing powder is kind of stuck to the paper where you had the Versamark ink. And then what you do is you take the extra powder and just pour it back into your container. And then put it all aside. And then we get our heat gun. And I have just an old heat gun, and it makes a lot of noise. So I apologize for that. And put it on here, and then you heat it up, heat the embossing powder up, and it ends up, you can see some of it's already becoming shiny. Just heat it long enough to make sure everything melts and is nice and shiny. And you can usually see it looks like a little bit on the top here is not quite done. But there you go. And then you have a nice shiny kind of, a nice little sheen on it. Then you put it aside and let it dry just a little bit. Okay. And then we'll get, this is one of the stitch circle dies. And we'll put that on there. And then we'll go die cut this out. Let me see. I want to make sure that I get everything on there. But I can center it a little bit better. There we go. And I'm going to use a little bit of tape to secure this. And put it on my cutting plate, and then I'll run it through my die cutting machine, and I'll be right back. And I'm cranking it away. I guess he finished cutting the grass, because I don't hear the lawnmower anymore. And so, here is my little die cut circle, and these things I can put away. And then the next thing we're going to do, here's our card, is attach the leaves. Now I've pre-done the leaves. These are similar to the leaves that I showed you on my last card using the Gather Together set. And I'm going to just get some mini glue dots to make the leaves stick. Stick them to the back of the leaves. And do two on this leaf. This will be like this. Put right here. On the side here. That's good. I'll wait until I put some more glue dots on this side. Right there. That's good. And then take a little piece of the linen thread, and I folded it in half, and now I'm going to make a bow to put the bow on there, and I just pull it together and tie it up. Let's see. There we go. Oops, that side. There we go. Go. Pull that down. Let's see, let's make these a little bit more even. Oops, that way. There we go. Yeah. Then we'll get another glue dot to put on the back. Just take it, and I like to fold, when I put it on the back of bows, I like to fold it up a little bit so that it stays pretty much right on the where you have the knot, and then pull it off. There we go. Press it down, and then just press it, put it on the bottom of the leaves there. Yep. Now I'm going to just trim the ends of the ribbon here. Yeah, and that's our little embellishment for our card. And we will pop this up with some Stampin' Dimensionals so that we have some depth to our card. Next Saturday is World Card Making Day, and I'm so excited because I'm going to be making a video for the Ink and Crew team. They're going to do a World Card Making Day celebration, and I think, yeah, it's a world celebration, and so they're going to be having a special Facebook group, and different members of the Ink and Crew team are going to be doing videos during the day. And that's all day Saturday. And there's going to be prizes and drawings and stuff as well. So as soon as I get the link set, as soon as Amy's got the link set up for that and I get it, I'm going to send that out. Post that in my blog so that everybody who's interested in joining can join for that. Let's see. Let's put this. Are we straight? Yeah, that's good. There we go. Okay. And then let's have 3 little gems. Kind of a golden orange gem. Put right here, I think. Oh, this guy came off of his sticky. That's not good. Well, let's get this one first. We'll put him down here. Oh, down here. That's good. Let's get this guy to stick back. Get him back on his glue dot. Almost there, almost there. There we go. Now we get all, is it all coming off? There we go. That's so much better. Right here, yeah, that's good. There. Okay, so that's the card front. Now let's work on the inside of the card. And gee, this is the piece of paper that I forgot to put in your pack. So I think that's just a simple piece of white paper. So hopefully you'll be able to find some and be able to substitute for that. So we've got this, and we'll glue the paper to the bottom. There we go. There was one other thing that I wanted to do that's a little bit different. On this card, it's blank on the inside, but for this one, I wanted to, just like on the envelope, we've stamped the maple leaf. What I wanted to do was see if we couldn't stamp that maple leaf also on the inside of the card here. Then it really would look kind of fallish. So let's see. This is Cajun Craze ink. We're going to get the stamp all juicy, and I'm thinking that the one stamp, the first stamp, is going to be a little too dark. That's maybe, let's see if we go 3 times. Are you still able to see this? Yeah, I think I like that. I think that's going to be the easiest so that people can still see as they're writing on it, but it gives a little bit of decoration still to it. So we'll stamp it off 1, 2, and then the 3rd time we'll put it on the, I think this is the center of our card. There. And it gives it a little bit of something, but it's still light enough that people can write their greeting without and have something that's a little bit special too. Okay, so put the ink away, and then we'll put some glue on the back of our inside and put it on a mint macaron mat. And this is just 1/8, so we've got a tiny little green border around. Straighten it up. Here we go. And then put the glue on again. Oops, almost out of glue here. Come on, just a little bit more. Oh well. get the new. Okay, there we go. And put it on the inside of our card. Okay, that's the original. That's the original sample. And this is our new card that we're making. I'm glad I did that with the pine wood planks. I really like that. And we'll put it with the design. Make sure we're not putting our card inside in, upside down. Measure it like that. And then adhere it down. There. There. That's pretty. Okay. Now as a final little decorative accent, we're going to take the Cajun Craze ink and we're going to put stamp it in the corner here. And I'm going to check and make sure that's all dry. I'm going to put that here. And we still in the camera? Yeah, we're still in the camera. Oh, goodness. That's weird. Okay. Stamp it up. And then just put a little leaf in the corner. There we go. Now that's still a little wet. So cover everything up. But there's our card. That's the Season of Thanks card, and this is the new. This is from the new Gather Together, and the original card, the original sample had the Gather Together sentiment versus the one that I did today. Use the Season of Thanks. I think they're both beautiful sentiments, and so I hope you like this card. And thank you, Leslie, for sharing your card on the Ink and Crew team page. And it was really pretty, and I enjoyed making it. I hope everybody else liked it too. And thank you so much for joining me. And that's all I have for today. Happy stamping. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.